Price per gallon panic, the gas price crisis. Here's something that's sending shockwaves down our spines: the unprecedented surge in gas prices. Recent reports have revealed a sudden and staggering increase, leaving consumers worldwide grappling with the financial implications at the pump. But this is just the beginning. As fuel reserves continue to dwindle on a global scale, we're on the brink of a potentially worsening scenario in the weeks and months ahead. The situation is complex, with skyrocketing demand and limited supplies forming a troubling gap. A gap exacerbated by OPEC and production costs. Join finance professor and dive into the intricacies of this fuel price turmoil, exploring the causes, consequences, and what it all means for your wallet and daily life. The recent surge in gas prices has taken the world by storm, with reports indicating a sharp rise that has left consumers grappling with the pinch at the pump. Fuel stockpiles across the globe have dwindled, setting the stage for a potentially worsening situation in the weeks and months ahead. This predicament is exacerbated by the persistent gap between soaring demand and constrained supplies, driven in part by OPEC and production cuts. As a result, Americans are now shelling out the highest prices for a gallon of gas in at least 8 months, and experts foresee further wallet pain on the horizon. The tranquil period of stable gas prices has come to a crashing halt as a perfect storm brews in the energy market. The previous week saw pump prices surge once again, and the outlook for the near future offers little solace to American drivers. The national average price for a gallon of regular gasoline skyrocketed to $3.75, marking the most significant single-day increase in a year and the loftiest average in about 8 months. This unsettling trajectory continues as the price of a gallon of gasoline climbs 30 cents higher than June rates, a meager uptick compared to forecasts predicting a looming $5 per gallon by the approaching fall season. The acceleration is dramatic. Even premium fuel, renowned for its fuel efficiency, has surged to nearly $4.50 per gallon, a 30-cent ascent since June. On the gasoline price spectrum, California finds itself at the peak, with an average of $4.95 per gallon for regular gas. The situation is even more dire in counties like Mono, positioned just outside the majestic Yosemite National Park, where the per-gallon price has catapulted to an eye-watering $6.05. According to AAA's statistics, gas prices are on track to mirror the levels witnessed during the inflation peak of 2022, as highlighted by the association's spokesperson Daniel Armbruster. The tumultuous rise in prices can be attributed to a range of factors that collectively set the stage for this fuel market upheaval. Both domestic and international oil producers have slashed production, yet demand remains robust. This dynamic, coupled with increasing crude oil prices, a decline in gasoline inventories, and the persistent allure of travel during a bustling summer season, coalesces to drive retail gas prices ever higher. Armbruster underscores that oil prices wield the most significant influence on the ebb and flow of fuel prices, citing July's 10% hike in the cost of a crude oil barrel to a 3-month high. The intricate web of circumstances suggests that an upward trend in fuel prices is taking root, with the effects likely to be felt for an extended period. The dwindling gasoline inventories stem from a supply gap caused by production cuts spearheaded by OPEC+, a coalition of the world's major oil producers. In the latest announcement, this consortium, including the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies, revealed plans to further curtail output. This decision comes on the heels of a previous 1.5 million barrels per day reduction in May. The complex situation is compounded by sanctions on key oil-exporting nations, such as Iran, Venezuela, and Russia, further constricting the global supply of crude oil and amplifying prices. Natasha Kaneva, JP Morgan's head of global commodity strategy, notes the role of these geopolitical pressures in driving recent price surges. Robert Sinclair, an analyst at AAA, concurs, revealing that nearly 4% of daily crude oil production, equivalent to almost 4 billion barrels per day, has been lost this year due to OPEC's decisions. This sizable reduction in daily output has contributed to higher crude and gasoline prices, even in the face of less than stellar summer demand in the U.S. Saudi Arabia, a heavyweight in the oil production arena, has issued a stern warning, signaling their intent to tighten production further to achieve their goal of $100 per barrel of crude oil. The kingdom has committed to slashing output by an additional 1 million barrels per day in the coming month, representing one of their most substantial production cuts in recent memory. This move is anticipated to constrain supplies until 2024, as the producer group endeavors to bolster oil prices and reclaim dominance in the global oil market. Given that OPEC Plus collectively accounts for nearly 40% of the world's crude oil output, their policy determinations bear a significant impact on domestic fuel prices. Feeling like you need to take out a second mortgage just to fill up your tank? Gas prices these days really make you wonder if your car is running on unicorn tears. Subscribe to Finance Professor for informative content like this. In recent weeks, the global oil market has experienced a surprising turn of events, with oil prices surging by more than 16% since late June. This upward trend is poised to become the longest rally since the era before the Russia-Ukraine conflict shook energy markets. Remarkably, the price of Brent crude, which serves as the global benchmark, surged to an impressive $84 per barrel on Friday, marking a 3.9% increase over the past 7 days. The International Energy Agency has predicted a notable rise in global oil demand, projecting an increase of 2.2 million barrels per day to reach a historic 102 million barrels this year. This staggering figure suggests that the world could face a substantial supply gap of around 1.8 million barrels per day or even more. The repercussions of this imbalance between supply and demand could prove disastrous, particularly for U.S. motorists. Adding a layer of complexity to this intricate situation is the role of rising temperatures in escalating gas prices. Notably, two primary explanations stand out for the connection between high temperatures and increased gas costs. Domestic oil supplies are also feeling the pinch. According to AAA national spokesperson Andrew Gross, if oil prices remain high in the coming months, they could significantly impact inflation reports. The upcoming peak hurricane season also adds a layer of uncertainty, with storm activity most likely between mid-August and mid-October. Depending on the trajectory of these storms, domestic oil production could be curtailed due to offshore and Gulf Coast oil site closures. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at GasBuddy, a platform that helps people find affordable gas, emphasizes that the situation is precarious. He notes that refiners in various states, including Texas, Louisiana, and Tennessee, are struggling to operate at maximum capacity due to ambient temperatures nearing 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In conclusion, the current oil crisis is unfolding with unprecedented intricacy, and its consequences could be catastrophic. As prices surge, demand outpaces supply, and extreme weather events threaten the delicate balance, it's clear that we're entering uncharted territory. The roller coaster of oil prices has far-reaching implications, affecting individuals, economies, and global stability. Thank you for joining us today. Did you find the video informative? Comment below. Subscribe to Finance Professor, and we'll be back soon with finance-related content. Till then, bye.